to gnc.com.
It is time
There we go.
for a CC mock draft. Ready?
I'm always ready, Evan Cohen.
Well, let's do it. The first pick in the 2025 Chris Canty mock draft 1.0. The Tennessee Titans select
Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami. Listen, they canceled the private workout with Shedeur Sanders. They went big in free agency on the offensive line. There's no way head coach Brian Callahan wants to ride the Will Levis roller coaster again this season. Titans had the second worst QBR in football last year, only in front of the Cleveland Browns. That's not where you want to be. Cam Ward provides a clear and obvious upgrade for that team, a cornerstone for the organization to build around with new general manager Mike Borgonzi. This is a guy that came over from the Kansas City Chiefs. I think he understands the value of quarterback.
I would think so.
with the second pick in the Canty mock draft. The Cleveland Browns select
Travis Hunter, athlete, Colorado. The number one overall recruit coming out of high school in 2022. Hunter is a legitimate NFL starter at both cornerback and wide receiver. He lived up to the hype, winning a Heisman Trophy and consensus All-American in 2024. The Browns need help at wide receiver with their wide receiver room relatively barren outside of Jerry Jeudy and Amari Cooper leaving town. Remember, GM Andrew Berry from the Cleveland Browns said they see Travis Hunter as more of a receiver than a cornerback, so I expect that they're going to go with the best available playmaker on the board at number 2.
I like that you identified him as athlete, Travis Hunter, because that's exactly what he is.
Yeah.
And I think that this is what Cleveland should do at that number 2 pick. They need to go with the best available player, and Travis Hunter certainly is that.
with the third pick. Your New York Giants as you're wearing an awful Farad shirt. Select
Edge rusher Abdul Carter from Penn State. The Giants opt for best available rather than reaching for a quarterback. Carter is incredibly explosive and has some of the best bend, not just in this draft class, but in the entire NFL already. He does have shorter arms as an edge rusher, and that can impact his ability to stack and shed in the run game. But his pass rush bag is been a work in progress and progressively getting better. This is a guy that in 350 pass rush snaps last season had 43 hurries and 13 sacks. I mean, it's hard to look at him and his explosive ability in the number 11 uniform at Penn State and not think Michael Parsons. That's the type of upside that Abdul Carter has.
with the fourth pick. This is where it gets interesting. Top 3, you have Chalky with the fourth pick, the New England Patriots.
They select tackle Armand Membu from Mizzou. Now, a lot of people got Will Campbell slated in here, but not me. I think the physical tools for Membu are too much to pass up on for Mike Vrabel. This is a natural trade down spot for the Pats, but if they're stuck making the pick, I think it ends up being Membu. Membu is a guy that just turned 21 this past March. He's a true junior, played 2,100 snaps in college, all at right tackle. So left tackle is a projection, but he's an elite level athlete for the position. At the combine, he ran 4.91 and he reached a top speed of 20.28 miles per hour at 332 pounds. That's just absurd. He's an easy mover in space, and I love the fact that he was a multi-sport athlete in high school, participating in football, wrestling, and get this, tennis. That's the kind
He's
of
a tennis player?
He played tennis in high school.
Oh, now I'm in
That's
on
the
him
kind
on
of
the Pats.
athlete that Armand Membu is.
I didn't know
He is an
that.
athlete.
Yeah.
Stud.
Now I'm in. Now this is actually who I want for the Pats. I've changed my opinions. I want the tennis
Because
player.
you like his backswing?
Yeah, I mean, they only picked lacrosse players for a while. Now they're into tennis players. All right.
As long as they have a racket.
There you go. Evan
New
says.
England's on board.
CC's mock draft 1.0. We're up to number 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars taking Mason Graham. This is a sports character pick for their new general manager, Gladstone, and, of course, new head coach, Liam Cohen. Graham was a 2-time state champion wrestler in high school and a captain on a national championship team at Michigan. He's scheme diverse, and he's an absolute man on the interior. He played for my former defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, with the Michigan Wolverines, and they have nothing but glowing things to say about him. Keep this in mind, the Jacksonville Jaguars ranked 31st in total defense last year, and they need to focus on fortifying the foundation of that unit. Mason Graham is a safe pick for Jacksonville.
All right, let's move to number 6 because this is where CC's mock draft is getting really juicy. The Raiders.
I got the Raiders going Ashton Jeanty.
Ooh.
Ashton Jeanty. Listen, the production is undeniable in 2023. Jeanty had 217 carries for 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. This past year, Jeanty had 375 carries for 2,600 yards and 29 touchdowns. This is a bell cow running back, and if you watched him in the pre-draft workouts with his shirt off, the dude is really, really impressive. It's going to remind Pete Carroll of his years in Seattle when he had beast mode Marshawn Lynch. And so I think the prospects of being able to offer a certain style of play, a certain brand of football is too much for Pete Carroll to pass up on, even though this is rich in terms of using draft capital for a running back.
All right, well, if he's working out with his shirt off, we know Isaiah Thomas would not draft him. Okay,
but we know LeBron James would approve.
Yes, he would approve.
Yes, he would.
LeBron James would approve.
He wants Ashton Jeanty on the Lakers.
No doubt.
I know that's
All right.
a rich pick for him, but I love the idea of him going with Pete Carroll.
Because you're thinking of beast mode.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
With the 7th pick. Wait a minute. We have a trade.
A trade.
The New York Giants, the New York Jets are trading out of the 7th overall pick. There is a team that is trading up, rocketing up the draft board.
Oh my gosh, who is it?
The Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
The Cleveland Browns trade up from 33 to 7 to draft, you guessed it, quarterback Shedeur Sanders.
Oh.
The Browns attempt to dig themselves out of the Watson trade by throwing picks at the problem and reuniting the Colorado teammates Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders. For the Jets, first-year general manager Darren Muji and head coach Aaron Glenn take advantage of the job security and trade back for a haul. In the move, the New York Jets receive the 2025 second-round pick, 33rd overall, the third-round pick from the Cleveland Browns, number 94 overall, 2026 first-round pick from Cleveland, 2026 fourth-round pick from Cleveland. So a total haul of 4 picks, a first in 2026, a second in 2025, a third in 2025, and a fourth in 2026 for the opportunity to draft Shedeur Sanders. The mystery of why Myles Garrett was smiling about the quarterback problem is finally solved. It goes from being the Cleveland Browns to the Colorado Browns.
The Colorado Browns. Go Buffs.
Would the Colorado Browns become immediately the coolest team in the NFL?
Yes.
From Buffs to Browns?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Those two are getting their college jerseys retired in a couple of weeks here. Or no, this weekend, I think, April 19th. They're getting their college jersey retired, and then they're going to fly together to Cleveland after that?
Yes. And think about it. If you're the Cleveland Browns and you want to turn the page from the mess that has been Deshaun Watson,
Oh, you're not thinking about him anymore.
What better way to change it? If they draft Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter in the top 10, it's over.
It's over.
Nobody cares about how bad the Deshaun Watson trade was because it'll be that pain that birthed the opportunity to get these guys. And from a character standpoint in an organization that is